Every time he takes the subway, he deliberately cuts it close, boarding only in the final second before the doors slam shut. When he pays for the bus with coins, he carefully wraps them in cloth, terrified of leaving behind a single fingerprint. That's not all. Every time he leaves home, he wedges a leaf in the door crack. If anyone sneaks in while he's out, he'll spot it the moment he returns. His apartment is filled with mirrors, positioned so that no matter where he stands, every corner is in plain sight. And the reason he's so paranoid? His job is unusual. One slip up, and he could end up dead. After all, as an accident architect, he knows exactly what his peers are capable of. They specialize in using chain reactions to eliminate targets without leaving a single trace. The man you see here is a corporate CEO and Jack's next target. Right now, he's rushing to close a major business deal. Unfortunately, the Mercedes ahead of him suddenly blows a tire, and the entire road grinds to a halt. Luckily, there's a small side road right next to him. Not wanting to keep his client waiting, he doesn't think twice, he turns straight in. But the second he makes the turn, a fish truck comes barreling toward him. It's swerving all over the road, splashing water everywhere. As it passes, it splatters foul-smelling fish water all over the suit he specifically picked out to meet his client. To make matters worse, just as he's fuming, a banner suddenly comes loose and drops right in front of his car. So he gets out to move it, and the next second, but the story doesn't end there. Witnesses see the injured man and immediately call the police. Officers arrive quickly, but with the Mercedes still blocking the road, the ambulance can't get through. In the end, a man who could have been saved bleeds out and dies, manipulating a target's emotions through small, everyday inconveniences, getting them to essentially kill themselves. That's Jack's team's specialty, but this time is different. After completing the mission, Jack can't bring himself to feel happy. In fact, he's contemplating killing one of his own old man, because as Jack was confirming the kill and preparing to leave, he found a cigarette butt on the ground dropped by old man, who'd been driving the fish truck. Jack cannot tolerate this kind of mistake. One slip like that, and the police could trace it back to all of them. Even though Jack pocketed the cigarette butt, he's decided old man has to go. When the team hears this, they're stunned. They all know what letting him go really means: silencing him for good. Old man knows too much. Walking away clean is impossible. So to save his own skin and prove his commitment to the boss, old man, a 2-pack-a-day smoker, swears off cigarettes on the spot. Seeing this, Jack lets him off.
不要以为做了事没人知道，不是只有我们做这行，做错事，我们可能随时都会遇到意外。
And what happens next proves Jack was right to worry. A few weeks later, they get another job, but this one is going to be tough. The target is a paralyzed elderly man. The client? The old man's own son. The motive is simple: a massive insurance payout. The problem is, the old man can't go anywhere alone. He's always with his son. So how do you kill the old man right in front of his son and make it look like an accident? At first, no one can come up with anything, but after weeks of observation, Jack finally spots an opening. Every time the father and son head home, they cross a set of tram tracks, and right above those tracks run the electric cables. So if they could find some kind of wire to connect the old man to those cables, it would look exactly like an accident. But what kind of wire conducts electricity without raising suspicion? After a lot of thought, Jack finally figures it out: a broken kite string in the rain. For the next several weeks, every time it rains, they practice flying kites. Once one of them masters flying a kite in the rain, they start waiting for the right moment. But they stake out the location for half a month, and not a single drop of rain falls. When the rain finally comes, Fatty notices something strange. Old man, who swore he'd quit smoking, is casually lighting up a cigarette. Worse, when Fatty goes over to remind him, old man responds,
开关不能抽烟吗？给我开吧你。你在戒烟呢？好好的戒什么烟？阿婆有病。
The whole team senses something is off. May suggests calling off the plan and waiting for the next rainy day. But with the target already in position and the rain pouring down, Jack just can't let it go. They waited a whole month for this. Missed this chance, and who knows when the next one will come.
阿伯，是不是真的没问题？
没问题。
After old man confirms he's good to go, Jack gives the order. May launches the kite as planned, cutting the string at just the right moment so it lands perfectly on the cables. But here's where it gets strange: old man was supposed to release a balloon to block the only security camera nearby. Instead, he's just standing there under the camera, looking around like he has no idea what he's doing. With the target almost in position, Jack has no time to waste. He tells Fatty to proceed with the plan. After a moment's hesitation, Fatty reluctantly charges forward. He kicks the client hard, sending him flying, and the wheelchair starts rolling downhill. Moments later, the old man is dead. The kite burns up completely, leaving no trace. A flawless execution. But just as Jack is about to leave, an out-of-control bus comes barreling straight at him. Thanks to his quick reflexes, he dodges the impact. But Fatty, completely unaware, gets sent flying dozens of meters. Jack rushes to Fatty's side, but not to save him. He's there to strip everything off Fatty's body that could link back to him, anything to keep the police off his trail. But then Fatty says something that stops Jack cold. In the past, Jack might have chalked it up to an accident, but after years in this business, he no longer believes in accidents. Especially not one that happens during a downpour, where security cameras can't capture a clear face. Someone set him up. They didn't kill him, they killed Fatty by mistake. He can't worry about Mayor Old Man now. He grabs a cab and gets the hell out of there. Until he knows who's behind this, he can't trust anyone. But when he gets home and sees the leaf from the door crack lying on the floor, a chill runs down his spine. Just as he's about to leave, a police officer suddenly stops him. Luckily, the cop isn't there to arrest him. There's been a string of break-ins in the building, and the police are going door to door for information. But Jack knows the truth. These aren't burglars. They're in the same line of work as him. Robbing the other apartments was just a smokescreen. His apartment was the real target. To figure out who the mole is, Jack starts his own investigation. And the prime suspect? Old Man. But after tailing him for 2 weeks, Jack discovers something bizarre. The job is already done, but Old Man acts like he has no clue. He still goes out every day to sell balloons. To test his theory, Jack walks up and confronts him.
收工。收工。不是等下雨吗？哦，收工。
Turns out, Old Man's slip-ups weren't betrayal, he has Alzheimer's. He constantly forgets what he's supposed to do. Sometimes he takes his pills, forgets within seconds, and takes them again. Watching his partner of over a decade reduced to this, Jack feels a deep pang of grief. But he can't afford to dwell on it. Finding the person who's trying to kill him has to come first. Having ruled Old Man out, Jack turns his attention to the client. He'd worked clean for over a decade, then takes this one job and everything goes sideways. The client has to be a suspect. Sure enough, after a few days of surveillance, Jack notices something off. The client is meeting frequently with an insurance agent, way more than a normal client-agent relationship. After leaving his office building, the client takes a phone call and suddenly changes direction, heading straight for the underground parking garage. When Jack follows him in, he sees the client use a balloon to block the only camera in the garage. Then he places a bag of cash on the back seat of a car and quietly walks away. Watching from a distance, Jack recognizes the technique immediately. It's his team's signature method for collecting payment. But what shocks Jack most is that about 15 minutes later, the person he trusts most, Nate, shows up. He immediately calls her to confront her.
你在哪儿？
做点善后工作，再收钱。你在哪？
你怎么会知道找什么人收钱？
胖子跟我说过那个买家是谁，他现在死了，我来收钱分给大家。
胖子不可能会跟你说过，你跟踪过他。
你知道胖子怎么死的？
意外。
不是意外，那辆车是想撞我，所有事都是有人做的。
明明是意外，2死8伤。
我们也是制造意外，所有意外都可以制造出来。
你现在连我也怀疑。
谁是主谋？
是那个卖保险的。
所有事都是你自己想出来的。
你说谎话，说的连自己都信了。
我唯一骗自己的就是，以为你会信。
你出卖我。
Without hesitation, he flips the switch and uses one of his preset traps to take her out. But just as he's grabbing the cash and about to leave, someone falls from the high-rise above. When he gets a look at the face, his blood runs cold. It's the client. Looking up at the insurance agent calmly standing by the window, Jack realizes one thing for certain: this person is no ordinary opponent.